as he swerves around traffic right over the freeway.
Oh, it's a DUI! Quit it. Guy's drunk! He's drunk!
Suspects now traveling southbound Benton.
This is like
Way.
a neighborhood, bro.
Maybe looking for
He's got to try to find. He's got to try to get back on the highway.
He's got to get the on ramp of the freeway. The on ramp to the freeway.
It does look like he's slowing down at least a little bit here.
What's going on? What's going on? He's picking up speed.
Where are the tunnels when you need them, bro?
Damn it! That was the best guy we ever saw.
That guy escaped.
Genius.
Southbound
You know what?
Bentway through
That guy
Temple,
escaped, and he
LAPD
probably
with a
saw that
full
video.
3 or 4.
He's had like 20 million
just
views.
a second. I want to count a number of. So we
seen
got
it.
4 total.
He might be in the
4
chat.
total black and white sit pursuit here as he continues
he
slowly
might be a
down
subscriber.
Bentway. Now
He might
making
be
a
level
right turn
whatever.
onto Beverly
I don't know what you
Boulevard.
call it.
Now going
Sub or whatever.
westbound on Beverly.
What's this?
Another last-minute turn here, making a left off of Beverly onto Lafayette Park.
Wait, someone in the chat said it's them in the car.
That primary unit able to make the turn with him there. You see
Wait.
the night sun right overhead as they try and get this
That's
suspect off the
funny,
road
bro.
here. This is going to be a much better climate for a pit maneuver if they can catch up here, and if he's going just the right speed here.
Bro,
they may
if
be
that's
able to
actually
spin
you,
that
I'm gonna
vehicle out of
DM you my
control.
number
There
and call
are
me.
some cars out there now making a turn onto 3rd Street,
That's
a
not
busier
happening,
street
bro.
here.
Put your hand out the
Another
window and wave.
random right here as pedestrians run across the
At least he's not hitting
crosswalk,
pedestrians.
Now onto Rampart Boulevard
Oh, at
off
least.
of 3rd Street.
Understand, this person's drunk. Get. Think about that for a second. Person's drunk right now. Probably went out for a few drinks, a little dinner. But dude, what time is it? It's only 8:00. It's 9 o'clock.
I gave him the number, so if I get a phone
More
call,
cross traffic here as he
it's
comes
him in
up
the car.
on 6th Street. You can see he's got the light going through the red here, making a left turn.
Probably went to the
at
happy
6th Street
hour.
and Rampart
Started
now
after
on
work about
Coronado
5:30,
Street.
6 o'clock.
Or-
You start going pretty good. Next thing you know,
I
you
should
get
say
in the
he's
car.
on
It's 9
six.
o'clock.
He's
You
on
go, I'm
six.
all fucked up. I got to get home. And, all of a sudden you get pulled over. Now you're on a high-speed chase in the streets of Los Angeles. Los Angeles. Look at this shit.
Another
Look.
turn here, a random left turn, this time onto Grandview from 6th Street. LAPD now prepping for that pit maneuver. Again,
Oh my
these are
God.
very narrow,
Look,
They're
narrow
prepping
streets,
for the-
narrower
for the pit
as we
maneuver.
get
Oh,
look
further
how
into the
fast.
Westlake
They're
District
flying
here.
down a residential
Grandview
street,
coming
bro.
up on Ocean View.
There's a kid on a
Avenue,
bike!
Going through it, taking Ocean
There was
View
a kid on a
at
bike!
high rate speed here and continuing this pursuit through the
Jesus
streets
Christ,
of
look at
Westlake
this.
just south
Where are
of
the
the 101
cops?
freeway. Another hairpin turn here, LAPD making the right turn with him. Off of Ocean View, now onto Lake Street.
Why can't they go and block off all the streets with cars?
A
Oh
narrow-
my
look at
God!
this. Somebody pulling into a driveway here, a narrow gap. He was able to make his way through
got
here,
through.
slowing down for that car, and now continuing down Lake Street, back towards 6th Street as LAPD tries to figure out a good opportunity to pit this vehicle. You can see more cars in the way here. Back onto busy 6th Street.
Bro, I'm
off
telling
of
you, that
Lake,
guy's on his
coming
phone.
up
He's
on
in the
Alvarado
chat.
Street, and
Dude, that's the
another
craziest thing you've
random
ever
turn
said in
here.
your
He
whole
said, dude, he said it's me in the car, and he put his hand out the window.
In your entire career, that's
You said put your hand out your window, and
That's
you did
the
it.
craziest thing I've ever heard. That's
Dangerous
the,
pursuit
that
did
through
it.
a busy intersection here onto
Bro, that's
Wilshire
not even
Boulevard.
funny. You shouldn't even be saying that as
Bro,
a
you
joke.
literally, you said put your hand
You
out there.
shouldn't even be saying that as a joke. That's not even funny, dude. That's scary. Somebody, there could be a fucking
This is going to
fatality.
take him right towards the 110 freeway and into the high rises of downtown.
He's getting on the
LA. See how close
110!
he gets to the freeway here. He is going eastbound on Wilshire, making a turn off of
Wilshire!
Wilshire onto Burlington Avenue. Those units making the turn with him, no problem here, and maybe some space for a pit maneuver. We'll see here. There's a
They're
couple
not
of cars
pitting
they
him,
have to
bro.
find.
Bro, say
more
pit
empty
maneuver
gap
one more
here
time.
Where they can actually make
Say
contact
pit
with that
maneuver
vehicle.
again.
They may have it in just a few minutes here, but they are in pretty dicey territory when he keeps zigzagging his way through these busy intersections. So you can see he's now making his way
this is so
onto
bad.
Bonnie Bray from 8th
All
Street.
joking aside, this is so dangerous.
Another red light here.
Bro!
And now oncoming lanes of traffic. Oncoming lanes of
Why don't we
traffic.
just-
Bonnie Bray and 8th Street. What's he going to do? Is he going to go through it, or is he going to make a turn? He's making a left turn. Another left turn onto Wilshire Boulevard. Or 8th Street, I should say. Left turn on
Wasn't he
8th.
Wasn't
over
he
the
just
double yellow
here?
lines. Again, this is a
This guy do a
driver
complete
who is
circle?
suspected of being under the influence. Now coming to a stop here, continuing through the intersection. That LAPD unit pulling right up on his left rear
Why don't
fender,
they just smash
maybe
him
showing
in?
signs of that pit. Busier traffic here.
He's fucked. He's fucked.
Somebody crossing the street, going
What the
around
fuck?
traffic.
They're gonna do the pit maneuver.
We might see the pit right here. Look at him coming right up along his left as he
The
speeds
pit!
up, applying a little bit of gas here just to accelerate through that pit attempt. And now you can see him now getting off. I think he might. That's still 8th Street. I think.
This guy's been drinking since. This guy's been drinking
But
since
he is getting
noon.
closer to the 110 freeway.
Oh no, he's fucked. He's fucked. Oh no.
Eastbound
What?
8th
I
through
saw
Columbia, now
cars
coming
there.
up on the 110 freeway.
Get on the freeway. He's getting on the freeway. Where's the freeway? What happened? Where is he? Oh. Where's the freeway?
There it is.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
Looks like he might be fixing to get onto the freeway, or is this going to take him underneath? 8th, underneath the freeway. 8th Street, underneath the 110 freeway. This is going to put him in downtown LA, where it will be much more difficult for that helicopter.
Dude, you don't want to go down.
to keep
You don't want to
eyes
go
on him. It looks
downtown
like he's
LA.
taking the freeway though. Northbound 110 freeway ramp. LAPD getting on the freeway with him. LAPD airship
he's getting on the
eyes him.
freeway.
They've got the airship overhead, eyes on him from above. Ground units right behind him. Now on the 110 freeway.
He's on a 110. He's on a 110. This is insane. Guy's bombed. Guy's fucking whacked out of his shoes. And he's on a 110 in a high-speed pursuit. He's getting off.
Getting off
What?
the 110 freeway.
Bro,
Taking the exit
why?
right 6th Street. Now heading eastbound 6th Street off the 110
He's
freeway.
fucked. He's fucked. He's fucking done. They got him.
Almost making contact with a light pole there, squeezing through.
they got
here.
him.
And this is the challenge that that LAPD airship is going to have here.
Dude, when you go down the
keeping eyes
street
on
and there's
that
a light,
suspect.
you
They're
can't-
really going
you
to be
can't do
relying
anything. There's
on
cars
those ground
everywhere.
units here to follow the suspect through the high rises in downtown LA. This is just an easy hiding spot if you're trying to run from a helicopter into downtown LA. There's so many opportunities, so many parking
That's not
lots,
even
so many
him.
tall buildings, and it looks like he's still on the run here. Continuing on 6th Street through Flower
Wait, he's
Street,
calling me.
making a right turn onto Flower. Southbound Flower from 6th, behind the buildings, LAPD continuing right behind him.
What?
There are LAPD
Hello?
now ahead of him as well. A possible opportunity for a...
What are you doing, man?
Bro!
Rose, I don't know how much longer I can do this.
Dude, you have to pull over!
Dude, turn yourself in.
I don't know how much longer I can fucking do this. She took the kids, and she's not coming back.
Buddy! None of that matters! Pull over!
Are you intoxicated?
Oh my fucking god.
Dude! Where are you going?
Bro, you're gonna... Bro, there's pedestrians.
Got the green light at Figueroa.
She took the kids. She took the fucking kids. Do you fucking hear me?
Bro, why did you get off the freeway?
On 8th Street, back towards the
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What
Here's
the
the gun.
fuck? You should have... Wait!
Again to get on the freeway, or he could go underneath it again. Right through
Be
the
careful
red
of the...
light, coming up on the
He hung
110.
up.
Here he goes. Looks like he's going under the Harbor Freeway. He's gonna come back out
Somebody just put
on
in
the
the
other
chat.
side.
Fake. Okay, Einstein.
Wow, man, yeah,
Yeah,
nice!
dude.
You must be fun at parties, bro!
Oh, yeah, man.
Holy fuck, man!
You're that guy.
Jesus
You're
fucking
that
Christ!
guy.
Underneath, taking that
That's
left
not real, bud! Okay, cool, bro!
You fucking blowhard.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my God, yeah, you're...
Oh my God,
Yeah, everybody
bro.
wants you around.
for this pursuit.
Fucking shit, man. fucking wet noodle.
Relatively light traffic on the one.
I understand, we're trying to make you laugh, and you go,
Oh, that's fake. Fucking weirdo, man.
Number 2, LAPD right behind him.
oh, fuck.
Southbound through Olympic, doing about 60 to 70 miles per hour, picking up a little more steam here as he continues.
Shout out to Rehab, that was
southbound
Rehab who
on the
called me.
110 freeway.
That's my guy.
Now heading towards the 10
He's
freeway.
done 20 different voices over the years.
I love Rehab. I love him.
You can
So
bypass
he
it
knows
and
I love
continue
him.
southbound
Fucking
on
guy.
the 110 freeway, but it looks like he's going to start
So
hunting
you
down
admit
the
it's
4 lane
fake.
And again, now going
No, the
freeway
guy from
into
Los
the
Angeles.
110.
No, excuse me.
LAPD
The
right
guy
behind
that's
him.
drunk in a DUI high-speed chase is somehow in chat or knows we're streaming. You fucking weirdo. Oh my God, dude.
But all we need is a clipper to just clip that part.
That's it.
And just say and just act like it's real.
Los. High-speed chase called in Los. Bro, please, I'll send that to everyone. Jesus Christ.
Wait, what? Wait, was that actually him?
Southbound 110, LAPD.
Now you
fucking weirdo.
To play with here, calculating their
This is
next move
bad.
as he continues.
This guy's getting away.
Freeway speeds, hugging that number 1 lane, and basically committed to the 110 at this point. That could change in a heartbeat. He's had a tendency to swerve across all lanes at once when he decides he wants to make a last-minute move. At times, even trying to fake out as if he was going to exit the freeway and then swerving right back over the gore point, making his way through Expo Park here, southbound 110 freeway in the number 2 lane.
I mean, he's not even going that fast.
He's going 98 miles an hour. What are you talking about?
He says he's going 60.
No, he just slowed down. He's sped up, though. This is one of my favorite things.
I don't like these so much.
Why, you don't enjoy them? This is insane.
I love these.
Because this doesn't happen anywhere in the fucking in the country except in LA. It's insane.
Again, a full pursuit package in tow here.
No, where else do you see this? Nowhere else.
This all started in
maybe
the San Fernando
Florida.
Valley.
But no, I don't even think
Eventually onto the 170 freeway.
Look at that. They got the whole. Look, they got the whole thing behind them.
Into downtown LA after taking some surface streets, zigzagging through the Westlake district.
What is the adrenaline like in this moment right here? I mean, you gotta imagine.
You know you're fucked,
you can see him continuing to hug
the amount of charges that this guy's gonna catch.
A little more traffic.
I don't even. It's mind-boggling.
I think these guys get 10+ years no matter what.
Dude, the charges right now, the people you're putting in danger. Look at all the red lights, though. Look at all the brake lights. This guy might get stuck in traffic.
But he does not like traffic. Every time he gets into a slowdown, he starts looking for an opportunity to get off, and we'll see if that trend continues. But right now, he does appear to be committed to the 110 freeway.
Where is he? Where is he? God, he's got the blinker on. How the fuck would you put on your blinker? You're in a high-speed chase. Now he's put on his... Oh, my God.
Weaving around traffic.
Look at them. They're not moving. They're boxing him in.
Oh, my God. The cars aren't letting him pass.
They're boxing him in.
North of
cars aren't letting him
makes his way down the 110 freeway.
Those are the... You can't cross that.
With air traffic control here, this shot is going to become a little bit more distant at some point.
Is this guy hitting the median?
No, it looked like it, but no.
No, those things are there.
Right now, he is traveling away from Air 7 as we look.
He's trying to cross
from
over.
North to south.
What do you mean traveling away from Air 7? Go to the car.
Units right behind that black Chevy Tahoe. A DUI driver driving fairly erratically at times.
A DUI.
He's maintained control of the vehicle for the most part.
Wait, now it looks like he's going.
Has shown some aggressive driving at various points, especially when they start to apply any kind of pressure on him. We've seen him become even more erratic, but now he is basically committed to the number 1 lane.
What I'm saying is, why can't they cut? Why can't they meet him at the next exit and just get in front of him and box him in? You know what I mean? Why is this? Why can't they just get off? Oh, there he is. Like, just get on the exit. You're gonna tell me there's not cops up there? I don't get it. I'm confused.
Look at this. Look at this congestion.
This guy's fucked because of the rush hour traffic.
LAPD now blocking the 1 and 2 lanes, getting over to the number 3 lane, getting ready to get off the freeway if he continues using his signal here as he traverses the first 3 lanes, now making his way over to the right.
Where is he?
Getting off at Florence Avenue. We'll see if he continues past Florence or not. But he is moving still further away from us, continuing southbound on the 110
I would
freeway
fake like I'm going off, and then I would cut back over.
It looks like he's going to take the exit ramp, taking the exit at Florence.
Why? Why would you do that?
Yeah, let's go through.
Why? Why would you
We'll
do
go
that?
through and then we'll
There's so
Now
much
I'm,
traffic.
now I'm in a fucking
He's
neighborhood.
getting off going east.
But there's so much
Dude,
traffic
LA
right now.
traffic
Sorry,
is the
west.
worst. You
We're
can't
going
even have
west.
you
He's
can't
looking
even
west,
you can't even get into
and
a
he's
high
moving
speed chase.
westbound
anymore.
on Florence.
Can't even get to a
Now
high speed
making a
chase.
turn here. He's made a turn. Now going back underneath the freeway. He's going to come out this side. He's coming out the east side now.
Oh, there
All
he
right,
is.
he's
There
gonna
he
come
is.
towards
He's
us here as
speeding.
we make our way southbound on the east side of the
He's
110 freeway. He's now moving away from the 110 freeway, got off the freeway, went underneath the freeway, and is now in the 80s as he makes his way eastbound through South LA. Just passing Broadway.
Okay, he lost him.
85th place from Manchester. Is that him, Josh?
The fuck you asking Josh for?
We're going to try and come around here and
The
try
hell
and
would Josh
reestablish this
know?
shot.
Josh,
He
get
continues to make
organized.
His way through southeast LA now on the east side of the 110 freeway.
Bro, he fucking got out.
If you get away from the helicopter, then all you have to do at that point is get away from the cops.
Go down a side street and get out of the car.
Yeah.
Turn the lights off.
And then they don't know where you went.
We're coming around here. We're going to hopefully catch up with him as he continues moving in
Holy
our
shit.
direction, obscured by the buildings here as he continues eastbound in the 80s. 84th place, eastbound 84th place. If you can find 84th, Josh, he's heading towards us on 84th place. Right in there. Over to the right.
Somebody just said that. The flight path, you can't go over the airport. If you go by the airport, it's a no-fly zone. The helicopter can't go.
Yeah.
Throw up your map. There he is, right there. Northbound San Pedro now. Northbound San Pedro from 84th.
There he is.
We're getting a glimpse here.
He's
as he
coming.
Makes another right turn, coming in our direction. Eastbound 83rd now.
Dude, what is it about people that root for the fucking bad guy in the movies, everything?
Eastbound 83rd.
Why are you rooting
through
for him?
It's fucking bad.
Town Avenue, and now it looks
Whoa.
like he's coming to a slowdown here for the dip, and
It's a
yeah,
bump.
he's
It's
going
a
to
bump in
continue
the
this
road.
pursuit.
One of
This
those
DUI
things.
driver again still refusing to pull over here with a handful of LAPD units right on his tail. He is really just on a joyride at this point,
Josh.
enjoying his last few moments before this pursuit comes to an end.
What I'm
now
saying is,
zigzagging his way through
Why
South
can't they
LA,
be on the street in
making
front
a
of
slow
them and
right
like
turn
meet
here
us
or
there?
potentially
There's
giving
cops
up.
everywhere.
Coming to a stop. Vehicle has come to a stop.
Oh, great.
Vehicle's come to a stop. We cannot see the driver yet.
Bro!
Has come to a stop there on the corner. 83rd Street and Avalon Boulevard.
Watch this whole fucking
Handful
thing,
of units
Josh.
pulling
What
up right
the
behind him.
fuck,
The driver's
man?
still in the vehicle.
Jesus Christ, Josh.
LAPD now creating a traffic break with their guns drawn. Suspect still in the vehicle.
Guns drawn. And we can't even see this.
Still in
Fuck!
the
You
vehicle.
guys fucking
Does
blew
look
it,
like
man.
the driver's side door is still closed.
You guys fucking blew it.
LAPD shining a night sun on the driver's side of
Yams?
the vehicle. That's this side that you're
You
looking
fucking
at. The
blew it,
driver's
man.
side of that Chevy Tahoe right there on the corner.
Dude, not for nothing, bro. Tahoe's a big vehicle. That guy was driving pretty good for a big vehicle like that.
Pulled into a driveway or in an alleyway there. First, trying to. We're hearing LAPD talking about it. There's the vehicle. You can see it there. It's.
Oh, I can't see shit. Whatever.
Wow. So we don't get to see how this one ends.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe we do.
I'm in both of them. Driver is moving around. Looks like he's still in the car.
What? Where's the car?
Cooperating with the officers. We're hearing the airship talking about it. It looks like the rear door open possibly there.
That will generate a cooling trend as we look back out over the ocean. Here it comes. Nice area of low pressure we can see can be seen there
The fuck is this
with a
guy?
cold front associated with it. Now the
fuck they get
front,
this guy from?
as it makes its way towards.
Jesus Christ. Get off the screen, buddy.
Josh, you're an asshole.
Wow, Josh, way to go, man. Way to disappoint tens of thousands of people, you nerd. Yeah. I guess that's it. Wow, what a disappointment.
Wait.
It's 10 o'clock moving to 9.
Rest. The suspect's not in custody, but the hazard for the community is very, very present, and people need to be aware. They need to stay in their homes and watch it until it subsides.
He's
So
right in
that
the. That's it. He
massive
pulled
police
in.
cars
See
and
how?
officers,
That's the
and
front of the
who knows
and then
if
he's
the
in the
individual comes out
window area.
shooting. All kinds of scenarios
Yep.
take place. So
This is the front.
the bottom line is
This
get
is
them
the
into
back of the
custody
car.
as
This is the
quickly
front of
as
the
can.
car.
And sometimes they have to bring out the K9. Sometimes they bring out the SWAT team. It all depends. But
Look out,
as
they're
we
getting out.
stand now, it's a standoff. The individual in the vehicle and the units that are surrounding.
They seem to be moving quickly now. We're seeing officers moving quickly. So they would likely be telling him to get out of the vehicle, put his arms up in the air, and get into a position where he is not dangerous, correct? If you were
Correct.
there, what would you think we'd be hearing?
Well, we would want to get them out of the vehicle. We want to make sure it's safe. We want to make sure the individual doesn't have a weapon. If he does have a weapon, or she has a weapon, obviously, then it could be a situation of deadly force. So there's all types of possibilities. But the officers have to use extreme caution. Clearly, they have enough units there. Clearly, the individual is basically going to be blocked in. So I don't think the vehicle is going to go anyplace. It's just what happens with that driver when he decides, or he or she decides to exit the vehicle. If they cooperate, handcuffs get searched, and
He or she.
go down to the police station. to get
He or
booked.
she.
So we're in that mode right now where all those units are not available for calls. All those units that are there need to clear, but they can't clear until the suspects
Way to
is
go, Arthur.
apprehended.
On your weight
And
loss
they don't
journey.
know
Way to go,
what's
buddy.
inside that vehicle until
Keep up the
they
good
make
work.
that move where the individual decides. It looks like he's trying to leave.
You think
If
he's
I'm
on the
not
move
mistaken.
again?
If I'm not mistaken, went down that road or that alley.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like if that's the same vehicle, it's hard to tell since it's night and the illumination is not very good. But it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, the individual, there it goes.
And it seemed like there was a black and white following him around that corner.
So there were a number of black and whites at the scene, and if he's on the run again,
Why are they letting
this
him
will
go?
just continue in this residential neighborhood, which is a hazard to all those people living in that neighborhood. Again, we see pedestrians walking. This is
They're not letting
very
him go.
much of a hazardous situation
Yeah.
for the people in that area. And now we see the black and whites.
Yes.
We don't see the red lights on. We don't see them in a code 3 mode. So it's questioning if they're backing off or what they're doing. This doesn't make much sense exactly what we're seeing now, because those units have, well, now we got one unit behind.
He seems to
And
be
there looks
moving. Can you see him there? There seems to be movement on the driver's side of the vehicle.
Why did the guy?
It looks like he's now stopping again. Looks like we just went around the block.
He's waving.
So there's officers that are on foot. Looks like maybe this is it. Maybe he's going to get out now. This is a very interesting pursuit.
I'm
But all those
totally
cars
baffled and
follow
confused. I
around.
don't understand.
And now he appears to be exiting the vehicle. So what they would probably do as quickly as possible, get some handcuffs on him and take him into custody. Because this is the standoff. If he's out of the vehicle And they may use
He's
some
not-
of the tools
he's
they
not
have
getting
at
out
their
of the
disposal to
vehicle.
take him into custody. Less lethal tools that they have at their disposal. Because we don't know who else is in that vehicle or if this individual's
I
armed.
guess my question is,
That's
he's
the
showing you his
question.
hands,
But the officers have to
and you
safeguard
can't just
themselves
approach
in
and
the
like
neighborhood.
fucking.
But
I don't
clearly
know.
they have enough officers there to make
It
the
could be
approach.
bait.
And
He could
take
have a
them in.
weapon.
If they have a K-9 unit, the K-9 unit can also be deployed. So there's a lot of tools at their disposal.
Where's the
But
canine
since the
unit?
vehicle is
Send
now
a dog in there to
stopped
rip the
once
guy to
again,
shreds.
the individual appears to be out of the vehicle. It seems to bring this to
Why do they
rest,
keep saying he appears to be
as
out of the
quickly
vehicle?
as
Oh,
possible,
shit.
But it's
Oh,
been
no.
a long time since
Are they
they've
gonna
been
bum
going.
rush him? They're gonna bum
And then
rush
we
him.
did the round the block through the alley and then stopped him again. And if nothing else, I'm sure they're going to block off that other end so he doesn't do this again. But they're all unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen. Sometimes they surrender very
Very,
easily.
very, I
Oftentimes
believe
it's
he's
not.
exiting now. Can you see the red circle?
Finally, yes, yeah. And hopefully they'll be able to
Why aren't they?
take him
I don't
into
understand something. He
custody.
doesn't have a weapon.
should just cooperate.
Why
toward
don't
the
they just
officers,
bum
keep his
rush the
hands
guy?
visible,
Why? I don't understand.
knowing
I'm
if he
so
has a weapon or not.
Am I missing
And
something?
if
I
he
think they
doesn't
got the wrong
have a
guy.
weapon and he puts the handcuffs on, they'll do a search, and we can do a code 4, and they can go back to normal patrol, because I'm sure the calls are stacking up where people are calling 911 for service and there's no units available to handle. That's what happens when the uniformed officers respond to these, and this number of officers, this number of black
That
and
guy
whites,
he's
those
on
are all
his
cars that
phone.
are out there doing
He
patrol.
looks like he's on his
handling
phone.
radio calls. So when they're
There
not
he
there,
goes.
those radio calls are stacking up. It looks like we might be taking him. Well, he's still.
It's
playing
almost
back and
like
forth
he's
inside
talking
the
to them as if he's negotiating, which
There's got to
isn't.
be some kind of conversation.
Yeah, which isn't really a bright idea, right?
He got back in
this
the. He
juncture.
got back in there and
Well,
closed
they
the
want
door.
they want to talk him out. They want to talk him into custody. That's what they want to do. If they want to bring him to custody, they can use a taser. There's other types of tools they have at their disposal. You know, the vehicle is stopped. We don't want to see it
I
take
mean, the
off
longer
again.
he's in
They
there,
want to get him
isn't
into
that
custody
what the
as quickly
danger
as
is?
possible. And
Why don't they just
while
go
he's
after the guy?
in and out
I'm-
of that vehicle. They may decide to
What the
swarm him.
fuck
There's
is
other
going on
techniques that
here,
they have. But the bottom line is, they don't know who's in the vehicle beside this individual, and they do not know what type, if any, weapons this individual has. So, you know, remember, these officers want to go home to their families at night. They don't want to go and play John Wayne and get hurt or get
Should we
shot.
shut this off?
So there's a lot of
No,
factors.
he's out,
I'm
he's
sure there's
out.
a supervisor
He's
there
out, he's
directing
out.
what they want the officers to do.
He's out. He's out.
Now, from
But
your
clearly
vantage
it's
point,
time.
Dennis, can you tell if
They're telling him to lift up his shirt and turn around.
he's now turning around? He had his hands up.
Okay, now it's going to...
They're apprehending them. They're
He's gone, man. Whatever, bro.